Hey, what is up guys, my name is GamerK, and today we're going to be ranking, well, I'm going to be ranking my top 20 zombie maps. So that's every Treyarch zombie map ever created. I'm going to be ranking it here. Let's get started. So at 20, we're going to have Verrucht, and I'm going to explain this. So, Verrucht wasn't a fun map for me when I started playing this, full zombies mode. Verrucht was not a favorite to me, so that's why it's at the number 20 spot. I felt like it was a chore to play it, and it just wasn't fun. So coming in at number 19, we have 5. So a lot of people probably just got really triggered, but 5 wasn't fun either. It wasn't easily playable for me. Some of the characters were annoying to me. It just wasn't a fun, just going down the levels with the elevators just didn't too fun. The laboratories area did not go well with me, so that's why 5 is at number 19. At number 18, so a lot of people are going to get mad about this, but I have Moon. So, non-remastered Moon was a mess for me. I did not like Moon. When it came out, I played like 2 matches, stopped playing. Moon was not a fun map. At number 17, we have Shangri-La, and yet again another map that when it came out, I played it and did not keep playing it afterwards. That's one map that, everything just went wrong for me. I never got any good guns. I'd die over and over again. I just played it whenever my friends played it, and none of my friends played it because they all hated it too. At number 16, we have Transit. Now, a lot of people always put Transit at the last of their list, but I'm going to put it at number 16 after Moon, Shangri-La, and all those. Just because, yes, it's a bad map, but you can have fun with it. It's bad as in there's fog everywhere, you can't really see anything, and that's pretty much it about that map. At number 15, I have Die Rise, just because it's a little bit better than Transit. It's not that good still. It's just like a notch up above Transit, but it wasn't as good as the other maps coming up. At number 14, we have Shino Numa, which actually I used to play a lot when World at War was at and there was no other zombies game. It was my second go-to map, kind of like I did like playing it. It just was a very bland map. It didn't really have a lot to offer. But it was the first map that kind of introduced Wonderwaff and the characters, so I'll give it that. At number 13, this is going to be a very controversial one, but I put Gorod, because Gorod is not a fun map to me. Gorod was probably the worst map out of Black Ops 3. And a lot of people probably just got triggered because you're saying, what about Zetsubu? What about Zetsubu? And yeah, if you don't like Zetsubu, click off this video now. At number 12, we have Call of the Dead. Now, I put it right in the middle kind of area, not in the middle of the list, obviously. Middle of the list would be 10. But I never really played Call of the Dead. I actually never had Call of the Dead to begin with. And yeah, that's pretty much it about it. I played a little bit, and it was actually fun when it first came out. That's all I played because I played it at a friend's house. At number 11, we have Ascension. Now, when this came out, I actually really liked it. I played it a lot, but after that, I kind of dropped it. So that's why it's at my number 11 spot. I'd actually, when I make lists like this, where I think in my head, oh, what's my favorite maps from zombies? I actually forgot about Ascension a lot. At number 10, we have the OG map Noctera on Toten. Now, at the time, it was the first Zombies map, so obviously I have to put in this list a little bit higher than other maps. But it's at right in the middle of this list, Nocta City. At number 9, we have Buried. Now, to put Buried above all the other maps is kind of weird, but I actually really enjoyed Buried when it came out. It kind of was like my replay. There was a lot of replay value to Buried. Whatever you say about it, it was actually a pretty fun map. At number 8, we have Revelations. Now, I know a lot of people are going to start screaming at me because Revelations isn't really that new of a map. Like, nothing was new in it. But I still find myself playing it time and time again, and it actually is pretty fun to play with friends. At number 7, we have Kino. Now, what list in their right mind has Kino high on their list? Like, who are you? Who are you? Kino was such a good map, opener for Black Ops 1, and it did the job. At number 6, we have Zetsubu no Shiba. Now, I know a lot of you are clicking off the video by now because you're saying this list is BS. But Zetsubu, when you look at it, is actually a good map. Besides all the glitches and stuff, the mechanics in the map are actually good and challenging, to say the least. And the plant system's weird, but it could be worked around. The RNG's kind of weird too. But at the end of it, the Easter egg cutscene is probably one of the coolest and one of the most revelating, basically. That's funny because Revelations is behind this. But it was a fun map nonetheless to play when it came out, and I actually find myself playing it time and time again now. At number 5, we have Shadows of Evil. Now, when Shadows first came out, I was super excited because straight out of Black Ops 2, coming into Black Ops 3, you're so excited. This map is a great map. It is built from the ground up to be a great map, and it follows in suit of Mob of the Dead, and it's probably one of the coolest maps I've played, probably one of the most challenging when it first came out, but I find myself playing this time and time again, and I could not give up, and I did the Easter egg because I couldn't give up, even though it glitched 3 times on us, because I like this map. I love it. At number 4, we have my OG map. The first map that I played on Zombies was Der Riese. And I played it because my brother was playing it, and I grabbed the controller one day, and I started playing it, and I've loved it ever since. Der Riese is just a good map. You know, it's kind of like what Zombies is supposed to be. At number 3, we have Der Eisendrache. When this map came out, me and my friends were so excited, and I came home from school. My friend stayed home, first of all. Came home from school. I'm like, man, did you play it? And he's like, yeah. And I was like, why would you play it without me? And he's like, I already know how to get the bow. It was just so exciting. It was the first map in Black Ops 3. It kind of set up the rest of the Black Ops 3 season. And it was kind of like that really good map. It was kind of Origins 2.0. At number 2, we have Mob of the Dead. Now, this map is so good. The actors in it, the gangster scene, the Alcatraz Island, all of it, the lore behind it, it's just so good. The story, the songs, it's just all around a great map. At number 1, it's probably easily guessed because you're watching my channel, we have Origins. Now, Origins is my favorite map of all time, and when I heard it's coming back in Zombie Chronicles, I flipped out. This map was destined to be in Zombie Chronicles because it is the greatest map of all time. You have the staff. You have the OG returning from a horrible season except for Mob. We have the OG characters and they're young. This is the first thing that we saw before we got the Black Ops 3 season. And let me tell you, the Black Ops 3 season was probably the most exciting out of every zombie season ever. I'd never seen anybody so hyped. And the fact that Origin set that up makes it the greatest map ever. So there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed my list, and I hope you guys disagree. If you have a different list, post it in the comments and let me know. So I'll see you guys later. Peace.